Well, everybody, Ethan and I are really excited today because today we're shooting a scene from Ted Lasso.
Yes, sir.
So we're excited. Today we're doing a scene recreation from Ted Lasso. We are taking a scene from the end of season 2, one of my favorite scenes, and we're gonna do an emphasis on acting. I love the scene from the show, and so we're gonna try to tackle doing a recreation of it today.
Yeah. So today we are at Temple Christian School in the guys' locker room here, our alma mater. So this is, we play basketball here in this very gym, and actually we're using our soccer coach as Ted Lasso. Shout out to Mr. McFerrin.
Come on in.
Come on in. Come on in.
He's hiding in the shadows.
Be standing in as Ted Lasso today. And what's your character's name?
And my character's name is Nate.
Nate.
Nate the Great.
Normally we do a lot of comedy, so today I think we're a little excited to dive into a little bit more serious performance from the two of you, and then I'm excited just to make this locker room look great with lighting, and I got a few people here helping us, Aaron behind the camera right now, and then John Young coming out to help us all the way from Indiana. So looking forward to that. But
who persevered today, by the way, through his tire being punctured.
Yeah.
He slipped on an icy road, popped his tire, fixed it, and he's on
So
his
drop
way.
a like, give John some love in the comments. But
What a guy.
Let's get into it, shall we?
Let's do.
Cool. So the equipment that we're using on this shoot, I am shooting on the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema 6K Pro, and I have it rigged up so that I can use the screen that comes with it to add an external monitor. Seems a little silly to me when they give you a monitor with like 1500 nits and is flexible. I mean, they gave it to you, so might as well use it. So presents an interesting problem for your battery though. So I added my battery up top. Some people will put it underneath, but just with the rails, the base plate and everything like that, it's, I wanted that over having a battery below there. Shooting on Sigma art lenses. I have the 24-70 on here right now. We're about to move into the wide shot, and I might put the 18-35 on there, but love the two lenses with TIFF and Pro Mist on there. I just got a Tilta matte box on here. Got the Tilta cage on, recording to an SSD. So that's kind of the camera department. Lighting wise, I got our main light that we've been using to key light a lot of things is the Amaran 60D, going through some kind of diffusion, whether it's a 5-in-1 deflector or a softbox. Been using some moving blankets on C-stands as negative fill here and there. Also got an SGC tube light that connects to the Sidus link if you are on the aperture system, which is super nice, and then a few newer LED panels, which is just really nice to add a splash of color or to add some fill or to light your background, things like that. So yeah, that's kind of what we're rolling here. Audio wise, we got the Rode Wireless Pros, Brody's mics that we're using to lav, and we're also booming with the Rode NTG2 running into the Zoom H4n. So yeah, it's a good little setup. It's perfect for a little shoot like this. So we're moving into close-ups now, well, mediums, based off our shot list. And so we kind of have to just roll with what's provided here in the space. So in the actual clip, what's the guy's name? Not Nate is actually standing in front of the whiteboard, but so we're actually having the guy playing Ted Lasso stand in front of the whiteboard here, just for something interesting in the background. So it's not necessarily trying to match that clip. Yeah, it was just better than a blank wall. So we have that here, and we're kind of moving into close-ups. But yeah, we got our first wide. I think it looks pretty good.
At some point, I feel like we'll attempt a scene recreation where like we actually want it to look like exact. We'll paint everything.
Try to do like shot for shot.
Like a fun shot for shot. But this is kind of like it's a scene recreation, but it's kind of our version.
Yeah.
All right, so checking back in here, we're about midway through the shoot. We did the first wide. We did coverage of BJ, who's playing Ted Lasso today. And now we're gonna flip things around and get it lit for me, for my coverage. But I wanted to take a second for BTS and talk about why I wanted to do this scene. So, like we said before, the primary reason that we're doing this is as an acting exercise. So I love the show Ted Lasso. In fact, I just finished the whole show, season 3, but this is the end of season 2. And I was so impressed with this scene and by Nick Mohammed's performance in this scene that I really wanted to take a crack at it. I thought it'd be a great exercise as an actor. I thought it was very emotional, very good scene, great monologue. So I thought, why not cue you guys into that process and let you like watch us do that. and you could see a BTS, and it would give Ethan an opportunity to show you guys his lighting setups and how he's, setting up his camera rig and all that stuff to film something like this. But yeah, I wanted to tackle this as an actor because I thought, I'm used to doing mostly comedy, and I love comedy, and it's probably my favorite thing in the world to do, but I also love dramatic acting, and I haven't gotten to do a whole lot of that with Take Two, what we were doing before, and so I thought this would be a great scene to kind of practice / showcase some dramatic acting and maybe use it from acting reel, and just get some practice doing a dramatic scene. Wanna come over and say hi to the folks watching the BTS video?
Hi.
You're supposed to say hi to the folks.
Oh, hi, folks.
He's gaffing today. What does a gaffer do?
So a gaffer handles all of the lighting and specifically like the electronics with it. It works with the cinematographer very closely to make sure that everything on screen looks right. Gaffing isn't something that I've done a whole lot, but I do love cinematography, so I know a good enough amount about how to work with lights and just like the dynamics of it. So it's a fun experience, and I'm glad that I'm here.
Tell him what happened on the way here.
Well, I popped my tire, not purposefully, but I did.
Well, that's the story you're going
And
with.
then all of the roads, like the main roads, weren't bad, but just the one country road getting to the highway was. And I was going too fast around a roundabout, and then it just slipped, and then I went over the curb, and then I was like, my car doesn't feel level right now, so I guess I better go out and check. And lo and behold, the tire was popped. But I learned how to change a spare today. I think everyone should learn how to do that, though I will say it did take a lot of elbow grease, more than I expected, so yeah.
Respect.
And you had elbow grease on you then?
Yeah, or still have some on my hands.
Over now.
Could you do it, Brody? You think you could do that, Brody?
No, I couldn't. I could not change my tire.
Everything okay?
Yes, Ted. Everything is okay.
What is it? What'd I do?
What are you talking about?
Come on, man. You're madder than a mud flat at me, and I just want to know why. Huh? What do I got to learn here?
You want to know what you did?
Yes. Please.
Okay. I'll tell you what you did. You made me feel like I was the most important person in the whole world. And then you abandoned me. Just like that. Like a light switch. And I worked my butt off trying to get your attention back. To prove myself to you. To get you to like me again. But it's like the harder I tried, the less you cared. It's like I was freaking invisible. You didn't even have that picture I got you for Christmas up in your office, just some picture of dumb Americans. And now you're gonna run Nate's false nine, so when the team screws it up, which they will, you can blame it on me. Well, no, screw that. Everybody loves you. The great Ted Lasso. Well, I think you're a joke. Because without me, we wouldn't have won a single match, and they would have shipped your butt back to Kansas where it belongs with your son. Because you sure as heck don't belong here. But I do. I belong here. Because it didn't just fall into my lap. I earned this.
I know you did, Nate. And I'm sorry if I didn't tell you how important enough you were to me.
No, you're not. You're full of it. Screw you, Ted.